We, the staff at CrossFit Endemic, are extremely excited for this year's competition. WODs of Thunder 2016 is a team competition, and we believe the workouts we have crafted truly test both fitness and teamwork. On April 30th, your team will complete 4 workouts during the day, with the possibility of earning a place in the 5th and final workout. This video demonstrates the intent behind each of the 4 primary workouts. We will adhere to typical CrossFit movement standards, but in a few cases, additional clarification is necessary.
For the first workout of this year's WODs of Thunder, we bring you Turn Down for Up. This workout is 5 rounds for time with a 10-minute cap of 10 overhead squats at 115 pounds for men and 75 pounds for women, followed by 10 burpee dumbbell snatches at 50 pounds for men and 35 pounds for women. There must be 1 male and 1 female at each station. At the call of 3, 2, 1, go, the first 2 athletes will pick up their bars and complete 10 overhead squats. The overhead squat has 2 standards that must be met. Both athletes must be below parallel at the bottom and fully extended at the top of the squat at the same time for the repetition to count. The time it takes each athlete to squat is irrelevant as long as they meet these requirements. Once 10 overhead squats are completed, they will tag the next 2 athletes who will then complete 10 burpee dumbbell snatches. Each repetition must begin with both athletes' chests on the ground and end with both athletes' dumbbells locked out overhead for the repetition to count. The athletes will be facing each other and must mirror each other, with the snatch alternating hands each repetition. For the second workout of this year's WODs of Thunder, we bring you Round Robin. This workout is an 18-minute AMRAP of 2 stone to shoulder at 100 pounds for men and 65 pounds for women, followed by, if you are a male, 5 power cleans, and if you're a female, 5 deadlifts at 165 pounds, and lastly, 8 kettlebell swings at 53 pounds for men and 35 pounds for women. At the call of 3, 2, 1, go, the team will complete a 400-meter run with 1 20-pound medicine ball as a buy-in. With whatever time remains on the clock once they return, they will complete as many rounds and repetitions as possible of the stone to shoulder, the power cleans or deadlifts, and kettlebell swings, with only 1 athlete being allowed to work at a time. The stone to shoulder can be picked up using any stone loading technique the athlete chooses, just as long as the repetition begins with the stone on the ground and finishes in a controlled position on the athlete's shoulder. The stone must be controlled to the athlete's waist on the way down for the repetition to count. A touch and go of the stone to shoulder repetitions is permitted. For the clean repetitions, the athlete may complete a power clean or a squat clean, with the primary requirement being that the athlete must reach full extension at the top of the repetition with the elbows past the plane of the bar. For the deadlift, the female athletes must reach full knee and hip extension at the top of the repetition with the shoulders clearly behind the plane of the bar. For the kettlebell swings, an American kettlebell swing is prescribed, with the requirement being that the athlete has full knee, hip, and elbow extension at the top of the repetition for it to count. The setup of this workout will include a staging area for the team, an area where the work will be completed, and a neutral zone between. A tag in and out is not required, however only 1 athlete will be allowed in the neutral zone or work zone at a time, and no equipment is to be allowed in the neutral zone. If a piece of equipment ends up in the neutral zone, an athlete must remove it from the area before any more work can be done. For the third workout of this year's WODs of Thunder, we bring you Grip It and Rip It. This workout is a quick 3-minute sprint of total weight moved using either a clean and jerk technique or a snatch technique, with either a power or squat variation being allowed. At the call of 3, 2, 1, go, 1 athlete at a time will sprint down their lane of bars, hurdling each one until reaching the bar they choose to lift, with only 1 attempt being allowed per athlete per turn. They will then sprint back to the starting line, tagging the next athlete who will then run out, and so on for the duration of the workout. The bars will be laid out over 30 meters with bars loaded at 55, 70, 85, 115, 145, 185, 205, and 225 pounds. The team must go in a designated order, male then female, for the duration of the workout, with a physical hand slap being required before the next athlete can sprint out onto the workout floor. The score for this workout will be total weight successfully moved for the team. For the floater workout of this year's WODs of Thunder, we present to you Muscle Up 500. This workout is for time with an 8-minute cap of 500 double unders, with one ring muscle up having to be successfully performed after every stop of the jump rope or every 100 double unders. At the call of 3, 2, 1, go, one athlete will begin a set of double unders with the remaining 3 athletes standing by in a staging area. As soon as the athlete on the floor trips or they reach 100 double unders, a ring muscle up must be performed either by them or they must sprint to the staging area where another athlete can then sprint out onto the floor and complete a muscle up. Only one athlete will be allowed in the workout area at a time, and the athlete performing the double unders must change after every trip or every 100 double unders. For the double unders to count, the rope must pass under the athlete's feet twice for every jump. If the rope fails to pass under the athlete twice as they jump, then that repetition will not count. Using the same standards for muscle ups as in the open, the athlete must begin the repetition hanging with their elbows straight. To finish the repetition, the athlete must have their elbows fully locked out at the top of the rings.
That about wraps it up. If you have any questions on the rules or standards, we encourage you to visit us on our Facebook events page or to email clayton@crossfitendemic.com. We'll see you out there, competitors.